Hi, this is Mia O. It is 11:30 on Saturday morning. I'm in my work truck getting ready to go to my first site. Got some piping hot tea that I don't want to be hot. It's chamomile peppermint. I kind of forgot what it was. I just taste the honey in it and I'm happy. I got stuff to make lemonade. It's 94 degrees according to this. 93 now. I was surprised to see it that hot. I'm really mad about some stuff that's been going on in my life. People will say it has nothing to do with me and it doesn't hurt me, but it does. I am on the brink of just breaking down, having a nervous breakdown, crying. I think people are dang selfish, narcissistic, try to say, well, you're the one that's causing the problem. And I understand selfish and narcissism. I think, I need to be more narcissistic. I think that people have some narcissism and some selfishness as a survival. Not just sacrifice. We'd die out and not be alive to breed if we gave everything, And some people do that, but if we all did that, we had to have a certain level of looking at, playing the tape out here, But between what I hear on meetings, there's only one man I know who's had 2 girlfriends that screwed him over. Oh, actually, listen, there's 2 men that I know. And I know a lot of men, and I know I've known a lot of men my whole life of different ages, backgrounds, sexual orientations, everything, every kind of demographic, transgender, knowing them before they went female to male, or knowing them before or after male to female. And there's one thing that I find is constant in my opinion when speaking as my own self, who happens to be hetero, is that I feel, and it could be just me, so I can't speak for everyone, I'm getting screwed over in my life. And it's a headache. It's almost like you grow a tumor of another head and you have twice the headache than when you just deal with life on life's terms with your own headaches, that you can say, hey, it's my fault, or, and it went down to 84. That's crazy how, I don't know if it's that cement over there. The clouds are rolling in here. I thought it was going to storm in the morning. The storm's supposed to come. I still didn't bring my pants. I'm going to go get them when I get home and put them in this crate here. My rain pants would have been nice. Yesterday it would have been too hot, to tell you the truth, though. But you just end up soaked and it's humid, so I don't know what's worse, being too hot and having the AC on and you better take your coat off easily, or walking around drenched all day. It cleared up. So I'm gonna make this for empowerment of women, because I'm not a man. I was born a female, so you could identify as woman or as kind of non-binary. I'm just telling you from my point of view what this popped into my head, guys. Oh, I forgot to rename the other video. I need to make sure I don't play it because it's got music in the background. I don't own the copyright to it, so I gotta make sure I do that when I get to the next site. I have talked about dating scenarios. I haven't talked too much about when I was married. I had been with somebody who told me that they had this other another chick down the street that he would go back and forth between the two of us and decided to be with me. But when I thought we were monogamous, he was going back and forth. And this guy, I was dating one of his best friends before that. You know, I was totally monogamous, but that guy did the same thing, had another chick down the street that he was going back and forth. The other woman with that best friend guy, we found out about each other together and went and cussed his butt. I don't know if we chewed his butt out in front of a crowd, which people probably thought he was a Mac. I was like, oh, you had them two women. Short blonde, like very skinny, petite biker chick, and me, the black hippie. And the black hippie. And then the other guy I actually married, and he was telling me the stuff about having a fat girlfriend. He'd go to parties, and I don't know if it was her co-op house or whatever. There's a lot of co-op houses on the street with sororities. And he'd go to this room with her and be like, I'll be right back. And I guess he'd go downstairs and make out with other women. And to come back and tell her how miserable she was, and that he had just made out with one or more other women. And I don't even know what men do that's when they're having sex with other men. So that's none of my business. So I'm trying to empower women, because I think a lot of women, even ones I know, they're gonna purposely sleep with a married man or a man who's got a partner. There's people that say their girlfriend or partner doesn't matter. They say that's fair game. He's not married, that means he's single. And they're gonna flaunt, and they're gonna show their cleavage, and they're gonna put on their lipstick and suck on their finger, and you know. And they're gonna do it knowing that they're partnered. So if you aren't like that, I'm not like that. If you're not like that, and you see a man online or at work who says, this one guy said I was estranged from my wife. There's people that are saying they're separated, or they're waiting for the divorce papers to go through. You might want to really dig deep, because you don't know if that's just a temporary separation. You don't know if that's I happen to be married and I'm separated, like on freaking Fatal Attraction. He wasn't separated, but his wife was with her parents and the kids for the weekend. And he screwed somebody, and the wife, that's what I hate. The wife was beautiful, cute. I was gonna say well behaved, that's so rude. Just, like perfect. When people talk about unicorns, I think they talk about someone who doesn't care about this kind of stuff. So, this guy is like there's only one lane here, buddy, and you're trying to get right up next to me. I ain't having. Oh shoot, I have this. I can't see. I need to get over. This is not empowering. I'm just bringing up some little examples about why I feel that I want to shift gears, and I surprise myself with chuckling about the circumstance. And it's also humorous. Despite my saying I was monogamous, my ex-husband, I had some kind of flings, short-term and long-term flings. One of his friends was very short-term, then the second one, other best friend was not long-term, just a few weeks, and then I end up with him. So you could say, man, you have no business talking about these guys going between women. But the thing is, they're going between two women that think that they're in a monogamous relationship, that they're in a relationship where they're the exclusive woman. So with my situation, it could have been months or years or between the cheating or two-timing any men. There's one time I could say I got sexually assaulted by this one guy that I was dating. I was a teenager and he was 19. I don't even know his last name. My mom probably had it in the house. She asked for his driver's license. She was like an interview with him. I ended up getting assaulted by this dude that my mom approved of. It's like she picked people that were abusive. And she liked to pass on the abuse. That makes it sound right. She ended up, I ended up with this guy for a while, and he ended up sexually assaulting me. And he was already, he's a 19-year-old white male. Come on, guys. He was already rude to me, uncaring, unloving. I don't know how to say. Just want to get in somebody's pants. And then he took money from me. And I don't know if this truck's trying to get over or not. He took money from me and told me he's going to use it to drive some other chick across the state. And I never talked to him again. I saw him again, I don't know, out in public, and he had cold sores on his lips. And I had seen him a couple times, for a couple of years. I don't know how long I was hanging out with this dude. I don't know if I was 15 or 16. Anyways, every guy that I was with cheated on me. He was with this other chick, and then I see him in public, and he has cold sores. I was like, oh, he must have got that from. I didn't know what cold sores. I knew what cold sores. People talk about cold sores. There was these two people in 5th grade that were bragging. The girl was bragging about how she would meet up with this guy in the neighborhood and be kissing with him. She's kissing on this guy, you know. And the next thing I know, one of them has sores on their lips, and immediately, days or whatever, the other one has sores on their lips. I was like, oh my god. I'm 10, 9 or 10. I'm like, there's something going on with this kissing thing. I like men, I like boys. 1st grade, I had a lot of crushes. But something was weird. Sharon being too close, some disease popped up, you know. So when I saw this guy when I was in high school, I said, oh, heck no. Don't be putting your mouth on me. You meant with other. I thought we were exclusive. He disappeared and went to Florida for a year. And in 12th grade, I had dated this other guy that was a jerk. I don't know if I was the other woman or he just, I don't know. I think this lady ended up dying. I saw it online. He ended up having 5 or 6 kids with this lady. And I was with him making out, and the phone rings in his sister's trailer that says, hey, I'm pregnant with your baby. And he gets off the phone like, oh, that crazy lady says I'm pregnant. And then I see, 20 years later, I look online and see that she had died. They had moved to my hometown. And she had all these kids by him. And you could see the year. I don't know if it said they were married between this year and this year, or one of the ages of their kids, 20-something, 26 or whatever. Wait a second. That's right around the time that I was seeing this guy. Crap. And you're like, oh, I don't know. I think she was a chubby mixed race. I didn't know if that was his kid or not. You don't know. But anyways, yeah, you see that it takes 9 months to get that baby ready to come out. And where were you around that time with that guy, that date, that year, 20-something? Oh, it's crowded here. I don't like this grass in the middle. This place is not, it's only not 84 degrees. I'm gonna park, excuse me, in my park. There's no parking spots whatsoever except for the one that says no parking. So I park there, the trash truck parks there, and then the porta potty guy parks there. So I'm gonna get out and do the trash and then go to, maybe I'll go up to Dominion this time and come back. where the trash truck gets. I didn't even see that car pull up. I did not see that car. This is when you feel like they make you work 6 days in a row. At 5, you gotta wake up at 3:30 to leave by 5 something. I'm just like, and then you still supposed to get up early and get to work, not eat breakfast, not take your meds and your supplements, not do any of your bill paying, and then you're like, you gotta drive and interact with the public, and you feel like, man, I usually look all around. I didn't see that car. Thank God they stopped, because I was looking at a bunch of broken glass I didn't want to drive over. I've never changed a tire. So I'm about to cry just because the fact that I let people hurt me this way. When I got assaulted, I didn't let anybody do anything. And it's good to not hang out with these people again or try to report them or whatnot. But back in the 80s and 90s is when they said that woman's fault for that's the way you dress, or did you kiss and make out with a guy? Well, that's giving them mixed messages. No means no, and no is a sentence. Period. I'm gonna try to be as anonymous as I can. I know somebody whose partner was kind of cute, and I didn't look at this guy this way because it was someone, my friends. Here comes somebody. I have to make a part 2. Hold on.